guys, it's me, MissDarizard, and it's time for the Week 6 MissDarizard Draft League recap. Let's jump in. Okay, we got our new layout. This is the way we're doing it now. Yes, thank you, Okan. I appreciate that. Alright, so the first match that we're gonna watch is Kerf against Okan. Hey, perfect. And well, let's see what happens. Okan leads with Greninja. Greninja super scary in singles. I mean, Protein is a pain in the ass to deal with. Gets some good chip off on Ferrothorn, goes into Guard Chomp, has Fire Fang coverage, just completely deletes Ferrothorn. This match was quite pog. It was quite pog indeed. Kerf goes ahead and sets up the sub and then boosts in front of an Alolan Muck. Not sure how I feel about that because Alolan Muck just kills. It just kills Primarina. It always just kills Primarina. So not sure I necessarily agree with that move there. Kerfungal goes ahead and tries to set up some rocks, and then that big damage from Alolan Muck. That huge damage from Alolan Muck on the Hoopa. And Alolan Muck outspeeds? Alolan Muck should never outspeed anything, but it outspeeds the Hoopa. And then Kerfungal does this weird pivot into Charizard. And then Okan with the amazing read here. I will give you this read was super big brain. Predicts the explosion. It's galvanized from Alolan Golem, so it's an electric attack, which means Garchomp, who is a ground type, is immune to it. Okan then goes into Picasso. This thing's a spore machine. You know what's gonna happen when you see this thing on the field. Something's getting put to sleep. And then it sets up rocks. And let's just skip ahead a little bit. We see this matchup again. We do see some chip on the Alolan Muck. Alolan Muck is able to get rid of the sub, and then Prim actually able to finish off Alolan Muck because it does outspeed. And then you have two water fairy types, and thank you for the host, Fine Grayson, I really appreciate it. Now they're just setting up in each other's faces. And Okan brings Taunt. Doesn't show Taunt up until this point. Reveals Taunt there. So Prim can't set up any longer. Energy Ball's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna do enough because it's not stab. It's super effective, and Tapu Fini has leftovers, so it's just gonna keep healing. The only way this comes back to bite Okan in the ass here is if Kerfungal starts getting Spit F drops, but he doesn't, and Tapu Fini's able to just take out the Primarina. Here, obviously, the Haze is going to come in. Also, this Crobat is Poison type and is scary. But the Burn adds, like, insult to injury. Doesn't do as much damage. And I'm pretty sure that this is just Pyukumuku finishing off what's left. Yeah, it's just Pyukumuku just finishing off what's left. Sorry, I kind of skipped ahead there. What we see here is a counter. Charizard dies a Toxic, and then Pyukumuku finishes off the, Okan, why do you continue to heal here? You continue to heal here and let this poor Crobat die to burn instead of just clicking counter. Why don't you just click counter? I'm not even doing it. I think it's the auto. Oh, gotcha. I was like, okay, cool. But that's that match. So we'll get this one out of here. The next one is my match against Pearly, and this is... Once again, I lose. Spoiler alerts. It's like mostly all I do this season. How do I lose? I don't lose it here. I don't lose it until later in the game. I'm not gonna spoil how I lose. Okay, let me start this back over here. Let me explain what I'm thinking, okay? Let me explain myself. Alright, so right here, I have Rhyperior faced off against Scizor. This is what I expected, right? I was thinking in my head, I was like, Pearly's going to expect me to lead Shuckle, right? So what does Pearly lead to counter Shuckle? Pearly leads Scizor to counter Shuckle. So what do I lead to counter Scizor? And in my head, the counter lead was Rhyperior. And the reason I want to go Rhyperior is because it can kill just about everything because it's choice band. I had Fire Punch, which kills. I know Pearly knows I have Fire Punch, right? There's no way Pearly doesn't expect me to have Fire Punch. So I'm thinking, okay, so who does Pearly swap into if they're expecting Fire Punch? They probably swap into the thing that 4 times resists it, Dracovish. So I was like, Earthquake. Earthquake is going to do the most damage to Dracovish. There's a chance that it one-shot kills with Choice Band, Stab, Earthquake from Rhyperior. I'm clicking Earthquake. There's no way Pearly goes into Landorus. Well, what happens? Pearly U-turns into Landorus. And it's immune. I had Ice Punch. I could have just clicked Ice Punch. Ice Punch would have made way more sense. It would have done neutral damage to Dracovish. It would have killed the Landorus. Now Pearly comes in. They start setting up with Landorus. And it's bad. It's just bad. Hey, Pry. Boob, I love y'all. Also love the UI for the Draft League. Thanks. Why did you say boob? I don't understand. This is gonna be on YouTube and you just had to say boob. I went and got Gyarados just for, oh, boop, gotcha. I went and got Gyarados just for this matchup because I thought it was a great defensive pivot for Dracovish and Scizor because of Intimidate, but it didn't matter, it just died to 1 Sludge Wave. I'm sorry, I'm big dumb, you're not dumb, it's okay. Pearly does go into this Wobbuffet here, but like honestly, Wobbuffet doesn't scare me. Wobbuffet doesn't scare my Bishop at all. Like Bishop can handle Wobbuffet. It's not as terrifying as I think Pearly thought it would be. Also, don't worry, I understand the pain of Pearly. Yeah, everyone does. Pearly hasn't lost. I'll get my revenge though. It's fine. I will get my revenge. I had to make playoffs, but this is where I fuck up. This is where I fuck up. I do all this unnecessary swapping. I let one Pokemon get paralyzed, and then I swap in. Why did I swap into Moltres there? I should have immediately gone into Bonk, but I didn't know Xatu got Grass Knot, and that was lack of prep on my end. I should have known that it got Grass Knot, but because I didn't do enough prep, I didn't, and I just lost my Rhyperior. And the second I lose Rhyperior, I lose this match because I have no way to break Blissey. So this match is essentially over from here, so I'll speed it up in super speed. And we'll just get through this, and we can just watch Pearly slowly wear my team down. Hey, Godbear. I don't understand the pain of Pearly. I don't think so. I'll put an end to Pearly's undefeated streak. We'll see. We will see. So yeah, that's how that match goes. The next match is British Gent. That's the Belper Bewares. Our Manchester United against Vega, who's Lucknow Latte Guzzlers. This match was fucking crazy. Let's see what happens. What do y'all think is gonna happen here? Is it the thing? Is it gonna be the thing that Spega's been trying to do this entire season? Is it the thing that Spega's been trying to do the entire season? It is. It is the thing. Okay, let me explain this for anybody watching who doesn't understand what's happening right now. Durant gets this ability called Truant, which means every other turn, instead of attacking, it loafs around, which means it can't do anything. It gets this move called Entrainment, and what Entrainment does is it forces your ability onto your opponent. So, what happens here is we're gonna see Durant outspeed and entrain the Torkoal. The Torkoal is now Truant. Torkoal kills Durant. British Gent should have never allowed this to happen. British Gent should have never killed the Durant. Killing the Durant was the mistake that he made here. He kills the Durant. Now he has Truant. That means the trio can come in. You're now arena trapped. If you're not Shed Shell, you can't get out of here. If you're not a flying type, you can't get out of here. You're stuck. And now we just watch this Doug trio max out its attack and accuracy and proceed to sweep the entire team. I'm more worried about my match this week. Your match this week is gonna be good. You got Okan this week. Have you done mine this week? Not yet. Not yet, probably. We're gonna get there. Not gonna lie, I need to catch up on watching recaps. We haven't gotten there yet. Now, hold up. Let me pause it here really quick. What did we just see? Let's go back to normal speed. Here. Okay. Okay. He was running Scarfed Seismitoad. The second this thing got set up and killed the Torkoal, he should have immediately went into this thing because it outspeeds. It has Poison Touch. He knocks off its item and he poisons it. If he would have done that immediately, he wouldn't have got swept like this. That's all he had to do. But he tilted, and I understand that. I tilt all the time when I start losing, so like I get it. But the reason he got swept is because he tilted. If he would have like calmed down, thought about the situation, realized I have a Scarf Seismitoad with Poison Touch. My win con is to outspeed, do a ton of damage, and hopefully get a poison, and just try to stall this thing out until it runs out of health. That's like, he would have been fine. I don't know if he would have won the match, because at that point the Dugtrio would have already done its damage, but he would have had a chance. So yeah, that's that match. Also, how are y'all liking this format for the recap? I think I might personally like this a little bit better. It feels a little bit more interactive with y'all. Like, I'm able to talk to y'all more. YouTube can see what y'all have to say, which is cool. I'm gonna shrink this a little bit. There we go. YouTube can see what y'all have to say, which is cool. I don't know, it just feels way more freeform, and I don't feel as pressured anymore. Okay, so the next one is Jazz versus Godbear. And every time we see this guy right here, this double, my heart is filled with joy. Because you know something fun's about to happen. Because I love double, and double is so underrated. So let's see what happens. Future champion. Remember to leave a like. Yes, thank you. Alright, so right off the bat, we see they both set up hazards. Okay, really quick, I just want to say, this is the first time this season Jazz has used hazards. So, completely unexpected. But then, what we're gonna see weird here, Jazz starts setting up, and I know they said in the chat that they didn't do the calcs right. They keep trying to set up in this thing. You get down to 6%, you heal, and then, okay, here's the thing. Why did you let it get this low before taking the offense? Jazz, please, you should have just killed. You could have killed. I mean, unless this thing is sashed, and I think maybe it's revealed later that it is. I can't remember for sure, but like, you did so much boosting. Why did you just let it die? Like, you could have went for some offense there. Anyways, okay, there it is. So it was sashed. So either way, it wouldn't have mattered. Either way, and the sash is actually even more of a reason why you need to attack sooner. Because if it is sashed, you need to hit it twice. And you didn't. It's okay. Misplays happen. Look, I'm 2-4. Who am I? I'm no expert. That's why I wanted. That's another reason. That's another reason I wanted to get the chat down here so y'all could talk. Because y'all, Godbear and Okan, y'all are both doing way better than I am this season. Your input means more than mine does this season because I clearly don't know what the hell I'm doing. So getting y'all's input like visible, I think is valued here. Anyways, they take the sash is super spicy. The sash is super spicy because it allows the Mammoth to live a close combat and then in return kill the Blaziken. And right off the bat, Godbear has taken off two major threats from Jazz. Regirock and Blaziken are two of Jazz's biggest threats, along with Diancie and Celestia, obviously. But these two, Mimikyu and Pachirisu, haven't even killed anything yet this season. So, like, Godbear essentially got rid of two of the four actual threats right off the bat. Able to get some really nice chip off on the Steela. Open the garage door and just is killing me. What is killing you? I'm so confused. Okan, overconfident, gonna be your downfall. Ooh, wow. I love the trash talk in the chat here. We do get to see a little bit of the Victini here, which is the first time we've seen this from Godbear. Godbear just went and picked that up. Victini's a lot of fun. We've seen Jazz run the same set on DNC every game this season. It's Diamond Storm, Protect, Body Press. Diamond Storm, Protect, Body Press. We don't know the fourth move, do we? I don't think we know the fourth move. But we've seen them run that set all season. Every game they've run that same set. Hey AJ, how you doing? Some more chip on this. Jazz loves her Protect. She runs Protect on every Pokemon. Able to take out the Manaphy, which has been a problem for a lot of people. Into Victini, which obviously threatens the Protect. This is something people need to start thinking about. So when you're up against Jazz, you know she's going to Protect a lot, right? So you got to be prepared to punish that. Now I don't know if this Victini was scarfed or choice banded. It might have been, so it may not have mattered. But if you're up against someone who you know uses Protect a lot, punish them. Punish them for protecting. Boost in their face. If you know they're gonna Protect, make them pay for it. Boost. Yeah, I figured this thing was probably scarfed or choice banded. So that makes sense. So you can't boost. You can't punish her for boosting there. But like, if you're up against someone who likes to Protect a lot, punish them for it. Boost in their face. That's how you make someone pay for protecting. Now this is when it all happens. This is when the Double does the Double things. We can speed this up a little bit. The return of the unkillable sub. Yes, I'll show you, Boost. Exactly. The return of the unkillable sub. We see this Double get super bulky, and it's just gonna put in work. So we'll speed it up here because it's just. Oh, hold up. I actually would like to rewind this here. This is cool. He actually baton passes the boost and the sub into Jolteon. And now Jolteon, who is a major offensive threat, is also bulky and can just kill everything. Now we'll speed it up. And obviously Jolteon just... Look how bulky this Pachirisu is. It's like, I always forget how bulky that thing is. It's insane. Ouch. It hurt. My hand. Alright, so that's that one. The next battle that we'll talk about, Pry. Here's your battle. We got Pry, the Black Grimoire Gengars against MOC. That's the Fairbanks Phalanx, not to be confused with the Chicago Phalanx. Oh, hi Wolf, how you doing today? Hope you're having a good day so far. That was a Specs Jolteon. I was shocked how bulky it was. Yeah, Pachirisu is insanely bulky. I always forget how bulky it is. Alright, so let's take a look at this match. Okay, so right off the bat, Pry's off to a good start, able to apply some pressure. Now, I would say that maybe this thing, like, you know that, okay, you know that, Steelix, right, is weak to fighting in ground. Steelix is weak to fighting in ground, right? So you know there's no way Minor Manectric is gonna leave Steelix in front of a Golurk. Right, Pry? So what you want to do there is you want to say, well, what does Minor Manectric switch into? Something that's immune to ground or fighting. How about the Pokemon that's immune to ground and fighting? You had the coverage. Now, if you make that read and you make that read and you immediately punch that thing in the face, you're in really good shape. Even though this Drifloon has Strength Sap. Minor loves Strength Sap. He runs Strength Sap on everything. If it gets Strength Sap, you better believe he's running it. Every single time. Garchomp do go Burr, it's true. Drifblim, easily one of the most annoying mons on his team, for sure. For sure. Also, Vileplume is super annoying. Does he still even have Vileplume, or did he get rid of it? I don't even remember anymore. Anyways. We're able to just see this thing, just be super annoying. It continues to lower things attacks. Now, here's what kind of sucks. Now, Pry's going for Stone Edge. That's not a bad play. Stone Edge has a high crit chance. There's a very good chance Golurk is a ghost type. I know Golurk is a ghost type. I'm not sure the importance, but I know that. But going for Stone Edge, there's not a bad play because it has a high crit chance, and one crit just kills that drift blend. Hold up, this read right here. This read was crazy. This read right here is crazy. Okay. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy, but like, you look at the team and you think, okay, who do you have to switch into? You know a Wicked Blow is coming. You know, like, at least you gotta think a Wicked Blow is coming. And I guess you're right. It hits 3 of the 4 mons left. But what kind of coverage does this thing get? Does Banette get any fairy coverage? Does Mega Banette get any fairy coverage? Let's take a look. It does not. A single fairy move would have changed. Could have changed this. What's Wicked Blows? I either have super good plays or the worst plays. What's Wicked Blows? Wicked Blow is Urshifu's signature move. It's a dark type move that just kills everything, which is what I would have expected here, right? You see a ghost type, you're gonna be like, oh, Wicked Blow. But they have Ice Punch. It hits the other 3 Pokemon on your team that are still alive super effective, including this thing, which just dies. Urshifu is just hard to beat. It must have been choiced, because otherwise he could have just clicked Wicked Blow there and it would have been a crit and it would have killed. So clearly it was choiced. By thinking you don't stay in there, you scared of Wicked, so Ice Punch made so much. It did. It was a really good play. It did make a lot of sense. And it doesn't look like Mega Banette gets any coverage that actually threatens the Urshifu either. I'm gonna look again. It doesn't get fairy coverage. It might get Focus Blast, but that's about it, and I don't even know if that would kill, because Mega Banette wants to hit physically. The Mega Steelix is just bulky. We see some Dragon Tail spam to drag things across hazards. And then I think from here we just see Neoligo just clean up. Yeah. So that's that match. It does get Gleam. Okay. So Dazzling Gleam would have been super good coverage on Mega Banette for the Urshifu there, right? Because if you read the Ice Punch, and you click Dazzling Gleam, you just kill, because you live in Ice Punch for sure, and you just kill the Urshifu. But that's a really tough place to be in. I took out the balloon, so I was happy. Hey, that's totally fair. It's totally fair. It's small victories. Okay, and the last match we'll talk about, another good one. We have LA Caveman, and that's the Norfolk Kinglers against Sergeant Mech, and that's the Newbark Normalizers. This one is very spicy. Okay, so I can actually walk y'all through a play-by-play on this one, because while this strategy was 100% his idea, he like talked to me about it to get my idea, or to get my opinion on it. He thought Gigalith was going to lead here. He's like, I think he's gonna lead Gigalith and try to get Sand up early, right? And if he leads Gigalith and gets Sand up early, he's probably gonna want to set up Stealth Rocks. I can block and win. Because he knew the second he got this Gigalith blocked, he would win. Like, that's it. The second he gets this thing blocked, he wins. And he was hoping for that lead. When he saw the Kingler, he was so terrified. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna win anymore. Because this Kingler hits really hard. Mew doesn't want to eat a knockoff. Thankfully, he's got Staraptor. Staraptor eats a knockoff. Able to roost and then get some good damage off on the Mustache Dog. Live an Ice Fang, which is kind of crazy. Now, it's worth mentioning the EV distribution he had on this had about 100 and it was something like 126 defense EVs. He had it EV'd so that he could live a Ice Fang from 75%. Like, he had that EV'd specifically, so it was super impressive. And he does, and then he's able to outspeed and kill with a close combat. Goes into Slacking, which is a super interesting Pokemon, because watch how much damage this does. This is resisted. It does 40% damage. Only way Gigalith could have stopped the set is maybe Toxic if they had it. That's it. That's the only way he could have stopped it, is if he had Toxic. But look how much damage that Double Edge does. That is resisted damage to a super bulky Gigalith. 40% damage from Double Edge. That's insane. That's so much damage. I can't believe how much damage that did. But Gigalith comes in. He sees his opportunity. He goes into Mew. We see Stealth Rocks come out. And this is where Caveman makes this mistake, right? I mean, I understand, how could he have known this was the set that Mew was going to be running, right? There's no way he could have known this is what he was going to be running. But he tries to, he gets a chance to block. Here comes the Stone Edge, and that's it. That's it. There's no Toxic. He's able to set up some Cosmic Powers and just body press everything. So we'll just speed this up. I mean, this is it. This thing boosts and heals and just slowly wears the team down. Now, some more sleep turns could have made a difference, but I don't think it would have won Caveman the match. I mean, at this point, the damage has been done. And that's it. Sergeant Mech picks up his first 6-0 victory of the season. Alright, so the next one that we will talk about is the standings. And this is what it looks like right now. This is just the playoff picture. This is the top 6. So in first place, it's still Pearly. The Friendship Society is 6-0 with a 25 kill differential. This is getting ridiculous. It's getting absolutely ridiculous. I thought I was going to be able to slow them down, and I was wrong. I was not able to do that. I mean, I didn't get 6-0'd, I didn't get 5-0'd, I didn't get swept by Choice Scarf, Vicious Rend, I didn't get swept by Swords Dance Scizor, but I did get 3-0'd, so whatever. At least it was competitive, I guess. In second place is Okan, the Dutch Devils. At 4-2, we actually have 3 teams tied at 4-2, the Dutch Devils and both of the Phalanx teams. The only thing separating them is differential. In 5th place, the Newbark Normalizers. Thanks to that big win, able to leapfrog a bunch of teams and just launch himself into the top 6. Super, super big win, and he's rewarded for it because now he's 3-3 with an 8 kill differential. That's the 4th best differential in the league so far. And then 2 teams are tied for 6th. That's Kerfungal, the Sandoval Salazels, and Spega, the Lucknow Latte Guzzlers, are both at 3-3 with a -4 differential. I'm gonna take Okan out and have the Phalanx team running number 2 and 3. We'll see. We will see. The match of the week this week definitely has to be the Dutch Devils versus the Chicago Phalanx. The number 2 and number 3 seeds currently. Both trying to take over sole possession of the number 2 seed. Based off record, not allowing the tiebreaker to be differential. So that'll be an excellent match. Really excited to see how that turns out. Also, the Newbark Normalizers and the Lucknow Latte Guzzlers are battling each other this week with some playoff implications to that match as well. Obviously, both teams want to win. A loss here could knock you out of the top 6, so that's important. Also, it's worth noting, if Pearly wins this week, and if I lose this week, Pearly clinches a playoff seed as of week 7. So, I need to win, is the moral of the story. and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best, even though I'm 2-4. I'm not eliminated from the playoffs yet. All right, and finally, Pokemon of the week, Dugtrio, with the best GIF of Dugtrio that I could find. Dugtrio had 6 kills. I mean, it was a good performance. The arena trap, home claws, the truant strats finally paid off. They finally paid off. You got this, Daria. The other teams in our division are only 1 game. I know I can totally still make it. I need to win. I need to win some matches. My only 2 matches are against the Phalanx teams. My only 2 wins are against the Phalanx teams. I haven't beat anybody else. It's okay, I'll figure it out. So yeah. That's gonna do it. I know this recap is probably a little bit longer than usual, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. Like I said, I wanted it to be a little more freeform, and I think I like this format a little bit better. You guys seem to like it more too. I think this is how we'll be doing it moving forward. My only 2 losses are to you and your boyfriend, so I've lost the power couple. Oh, that's great. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this. Thanks for hanging out, y'all, for the recap. And I'll catch y'all for the week 7 recap.